Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, my first test game for the tournament, which I've got coming up, my first ever tournament. Really looking forward to it. I previously posted about my list. Go and check that out if you're interested. I will briefly go over the list now for you though. But yeah, we're going to have our first practice game. We're going to use the missions from the mission pack. Quite a few restrictions regarding taking the armies. So I can't foresee the event being like overly competitive, but I think there'll be some good armies there, and more importantly though, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I decided to go for a dumbed down version of my Flayed 1 Decorium list, mainly because of the restrictions that are within the armies. So let's start off over here. So yeah, I've got the Reclamation Legion. Starting off with an Overlord. He's just got a Staff of Light, and he's going to be joining these 9 Immortals just with the Gauls Blaster. Behind there is the 2 squads of obligatory 10 warriors, and then we've got at the back 5 Tomb Blades, and I've got the big gun on them tonight, so it's the Particle Beamer. They've also got Vanes and Scopes. Flayed ones wise, I've gone for 3 squads of 10 flayed ones in this army. So usually play 6 squads of 10. So it's going to be interesting to see how 3 work. And then of course we have the 2 Canaptic Harvests, 6 wraiths in each with whip coils, a couple of tomb spiders, and of course the scarab swarms. So that's my list. That's 1800 points. I'm going to be playing my buddy, just waiting for him to arrive. I'm going to set up, get the mission all sorted, and I'll be back with some action. Okay, so we've set up, we're all ready to go. I am currently going second. Blood Angels have deployed. Let's just run over their list. So over on the left here we've got 3 speeders with heavy bolters and hurricane missile launchers. We've got a Lass Pred with 5 guys inside. We've got a group of scouts, a big group of Death Company with a chaplain. Got a Bow Pred there, another Rhino with a Lass and 5 more guys in, and another squad of Hurricane Bolter, Heavy Bolter speeders. In reserve we have the Storm Raven with another chaplain and some vanguards in. I have deployed here. We've got the 3 squads of flayed ones that have infiltrated. I have the Harvest here with some warriors behind. In the central position there we've got the Immortals with some more warriors, and the other Harvest just over this side. Right over here on this side I have deployed the 5 Tomb Blades. Okay, so we rolled mission. We got the first mission, actually, the first game in the pack, which was a Crusade with Dawn of War deployment. So basically just a normal mission for us. We rolled off, we've got 4 objectives. I've ended up with 1 objective on my side of the table. Blood Angels have 2, 1 in that building and 1 right by the minefield there. The elusive 4th objective is right the way over there all by itself. Okay, so we rolled, it's Night Fight. Night Fight is on a 5+ in this tournament, and I managed to roll a 6, so I do get the Night Fight up, and my Warlord trait is +1 to seize the initiative, so I'm going to roll that dice right now. Okay, so seize the initiative roll on a 5+, come on Necrons, a 4, not quite. Okay, so it's going to be turn 1 for the Blood Angels. Okay, so turn 1 for the Blood Angels. The Death Company tried to move through the building, not using their jetpacks, moved a few inches and then ran to the edge of the building there. The scouts just moved forward onto the objective. Not too much movement over here. Over this side, the speeders got into a slightly better position to shoot. A bit of and about what to shoot. The prime target, of course, would have been the tomb spiders, but they're pretty well hidden, and I would have had some decent cover saves. So the Blood Angels decided to target the Warlord's unit of Immortals, and to be fair, they did pretty well. Almost all of the guns came in. The Hurricane heavy bolter speeders doing a lot of the damage. I lost 5 of my immortals. I did go to ground, so even with that 3+ save and RP, etc. Yeah, lost a good chunk of them. I didn't fail my leadership, so luckily I didn't run off the board. The only other shot was on these flayed ones, and that was from the Bow Pred who shot me, but I managed to get my cover saves. And that was it. So turn 1 there for the Blood Angels. No reserves for Necrons, so we're going to move straight in. Turn 1 for Necrons. Okay, so turn 1 for the Necrons. Started off generating a Scarab Swarm and giving We'll Be Back, or RP, to the formation. Moved up the Spider and the Scarabs here, and then the Spider moved up, staying within 12 inches of these Wraiths here, and the Scarabs there. Flayed ones that are hunkered in the terrain just moved forward slightly. These flayed ones here moved and ran into that piece of terrain, and these basically just hovered around. Don't forget there's still a Storm Raven in reserve. The warriors here just shuffled to the left, moving only a couple of inches, even with move through cover from the formation, and then I just ran 1 inch. And then the Tomb Blades just came from behind the building there, targeting the speeders. Only 2 guns were in range. I did manage to get 1 penetrating hit, but I rolled a 1 on the table, so still 1 whole point left. The base is just broken, that's why it's on the ground. And then it came to shooting. I shot my warriors that were just here into the Death Company. I lined up both of the Wraith units to be within 11 inches of the Death Company, planning to do some sort of long assault with my fingers crossed. I did kill a couple of Death Company from the shooting, so I then needed 12, double 6, and what did I roll? Yeah, double 6. Yeah, an upside down double 1. And then, so yeah, I managed to get into the assault. I got quite a few wounds through. All the normal wounds were saved. However, the 4 rending attacks that I got through were not saved with the feel no pain. So just the chaplain left and a couple of guys. I did take a wound in return. But yeah, that is what happened in my turn 1. So turn 2 now. Potentially the Storm Raven coming in. We're just going to roll a dice and see if that comes in. A 2? No, not this turn. Okay, so turn 2 for the Blood Angels. Okay, so turn 2 for the Blood Angels. Only the Scouts were feeling brave with their new special stats after the updates, so they decided to actually charge in to my Wraiths. Everything else moved backwards. Yeah. Prime target this turn was my unit of Wraiths there. So I got bullets basically from everyone, from all the speeders and all the tanks into the Wraiths. I am within 12 inches of the Spider, so I managed to get my RP, which was really, really lucky, because I pretty much failed all of my normal 3+ invulnerables. I managed to save quite a number of my RPs though. However, from all the different directions of shooting, I did take 3 wounds in total, but all 3 of those front guys are down to 1 wound each. So I'm still, strength of numbers are still there, but depleted in wounds. We then moved into the assault. My Wraiths didn't do quite as well this time. They did manage to kill 3 scouts, and then I lost 1 wound on a Wraith. So stayed locked in combat. The scouts didn't run away. They're feeling very, very brave with their new stats. Okay, so we're going to move in now to turn 2 for the Necrons. Okay, so turn 2 for the Necrons. Started off generating some Scarab Swarms here, also gave this little blob RP, and generated another Scarab Swarm here, and moved this unit and the Scarabs up. Flayed ones just hanging around in that piece of terrain there at this moment in time. The warriors did advance, along with the immortals very slightly. These warriors here continued the sidewalk up into that terrain, but moving quite slow. I moved the Tomb Blades up further and I targeted these speeders once again. Slightly better shooting. All 6 shots went in and 5 of them didn't scatter. I managed to take the last hull point of the front speeder and destroyed or wrecked the second speeder. So that's what happened there. These flayed ones moved forward and these flayed ones moved 1 inch. Yes. So I needed 10 to try and assault the Death Company. I rolled an 8 there and I rolled a 7 there, so I didn't get either of those flayed ones in. The Wraith that were just here, I moved on up here. Initial target was a tank. I was hoping my flayed ones would get into this unit here, but as they didn't, I sort of changed my mind. The thinking being to try and get first blood, as I sadly failed to get it up over there with the speeders. So I was hoping to get first blood and also to keep these wraiths locked in combat because they're outside of the 12 inches now, so they don't have RP, and I just wanted to stop my enemy from shooting me. So I assaulted this side with the scouts, managed to wipe the scouts out, got first blood. The Death Company are just standing there, 2 guys left. We're locked in combat, so that sort of works in my favour. Hopefully I can destroy both of those Death Companies, and then in my turn afterwards I will be free to roam, but we will see what happens. Okay, so turn 3 for the Blood Angels and reserves, so let's see if the Storm Raven comes out. It does this time. Okay, more to come. Okay, so turn 3 for the Blood Angels, and the Storm Raven came screaming on over this side of the table here, causing a massive threat to my Necron flanks at the back. In the meantime, everything repositioned itself to start shooting. This final speeder here moved there and rolled a 1, so mobilised, and they all shot into this squad of warriors trying to take the whole squad out. Doing pretty well. I lost 5 warriors. I did manage to do my leadership, so I didn't run, which is quite useful. Over this side of the table just here, the Razorback just moved flat out, heading towards my Tomb Blades and ultimately this objective here. And then it was the turn of the Wraiths. We went into the assault and I quite easily took out the Chaplain and the other dude. He isn't the Warlord. The Warlord's in the Storm Raven. So I consolidated. I'm free to roam. The plan worked well. As we move into Necron, turn 3. Okay, so turn 3 there for the Necrons. I rejiggled over this side, trying to glance the tank with this unit, and then hopefully shoot the men inside with this unit, but these failed miserably, so I had to shoot the tank with these, and all I got was 1 whole point off that tank. Just repositioned all of my units here after generating some more scarabs, just trying to protect the flanks from the vanguard inside the units there. Shot into the air, tried to snapshot, but failed miserably. Then the 2 free Wraith units, multi-assaulted here, managed to wreck the speeder, take 2 points off of that pred, so just 1 whole point left there. And the other Wraiths went over and destroyed all 3 of those speeders. So not too much left for the Blood Angels, so we are actually going to call the game here. Just the vanguard in that flyer there. Both Wraith units are free to roam, just a tank with 5 guys in over there and a tank with 5 guys over there. So we are going to call the game. Really hope you enjoyed the battle report. Thanks very much for tuning in, and I need some more test games with this list, so watch out for some more reports featuring this army. Thanks for watching.